n8n just added native support for MCP, and it's awesome. You can now create MCP servers directly within n8n, as well as use n8n as an MCP client. Think about what this means for a second. You can use your n8n MCP servers within Cursor or Claude. Plus, your AI agents can use all available tools within n8n. And that's very powerful. In this video, I'm going to show you step by step how to set it all up. By the way, I'm Nimish. I've been a developer for over 15 years, and this stuff is all I do all day long. Let's dive in. Let's go ahead and create a very simple MCP server. To get started, click on Create Workflow. And as a first step, let's search for MCP. And you'll see MCP Server trigger. Click on that. Once you do that, you'll see a test URL and production URL. I'm going to leave authentication as none. And let's go back to Canvas. Now let's add a very simple tool here. I'm going to search for a crypto tool. All this tool does is that it's going to create a cryptographic hash. I'm going to set the value, property data to be all AI generated. Great. Now we have our very simple MCP server set up. Once you go in here, and I'm going to select the production URL, and I'm going to copy that. And let's configure this server within Claude and Cursor. For configuring the MCP server in Claude, go ahead and open the Claude desktop config JSON file within the path as shown. I'm using Mac, and this is the path where my Claude desktop config.json file is. If you do not see that file, go ahead and create a brand new file, name it Claude desktop _ config.json. And I'm going to open this file, and I have added this MCP server configuration. All it says is that use npx to call n8n and use this MCP server URL. That's the production URL to my workflow. If you don't have npx installed within your Mac, you can use Homebrew to install npx. Go ahead and save this file. And now let's open Claude. Once you open Claude, you will see the MCP icon here, and now you'll see the installed MCP servers. My n8n MCP server is now showing up in Claude. Now let's set up Cursor. Click on Settings and go to MCP. I have a bunch of existing MCP servers already. Go ahead and click on Add New Global MCP Server. Okay, since I already have MCP servers, I'm just going to go ahead and add a new one. All you have to do in this case is put comma and give it a name. And if you're using the latest version of Cursor, it's very, very simple. You just have to copy and paste the MCP n8n server URL. Go ahead and save this. Boom. And once you save it, you'll see the n8n MCP server as shown up as green, and you'll see the tool crypto that we've added show up here as well. This is really awesome. The beauty of this setup is as we start to add more and more tools to our n8n MCP server, you don't have to do anything. The URL stays exactly the same. Those tools will now show up here. Let's go to n8n now, and we'll add new tools, and I'll show you how to do all of that. Now that we're back in n8n, we want to expand the MCP server here. We want to build a very simple application. What we want to do is we want to create a system where we send daily motivational messages to our employees in a Slack channel. So in order to do that, we're going to have to create separate systems. One that produces motivational messages, and then another tool that we can connect via Slack that sends messages to the employees. So let's go ahead and create the tool where we create motivational messages. So in order to do that, we'll create a new workflow. And within that workflow, we'll create a new trigger. The trigger type would be this when executed by another workflow. And I'm going to go ahead and define the fields below here. I'm going to add a field called quote, and that'll be of the type string. And I'm going to also give it a sample kind of instruction to give it a lot more context. In order to do that, I'm just going to click on Edit Output, remove all of this. I've edited to say here, give it a little bit more context. The key is the quote, and the value is a daily motivational, inspirational message. Go ahead and click Save, and we'll go back to Canvas. Now here, we want to create a new AI agent. And within this AI agent, we want to give it data. Let's just use define below as the source, and we'll just pull in the quote directly from left. You could just do drag and drop. You could also give it an additional option as a system message here. I'm just saying you're a helpful assistant who creates a daily motivational and inspirational message with emojis for employees. That's it. Go ahead, go back to Canvas and hit save. By the way, I'm going to give our workflow a name here. I'm going to call it Motivate Bot. Now that we've done this, let's go ahead and add some way for it to generate messages. I'm going to use ChatGPT. It's the OpenAI chat model. And if you just sign up for a new n8n account, you'll get free API credits. So that I'm just going to go ahead and use that for now. And I'm going to leave GPT 4.0 mini as the model. Go back to Canvas. And let's go ahead and save it. Once this is saved, our Motivate bot is ready to be used in the MCP server. Come back to the MCP server trigger section, the workflow, and we're going to now call in our Motivate bot here. So go ahead and click Add and click on Call n8n Workflow Tool, the first one. Once you do that, I'm going to give it a name. I'm going to give it a description right here. And the description is, this generates daily motivational quotes. For source, let's go ahead and select database. And from the list, we can see Motivate Bot. So select that. And workflow inputs, I'm just going to give it as AI generated, automatically defined by the model. We'll come back to the canvas. And now we have hooked up our quotes generator. Now we want to hook up Slack, where we want to send these motivational quotes to. So click on the plus icon here and look for Slack. And click on the Slack tool. You're going to have to connect your Slack account here. Use OAuth. I've already connected my Slack account. It's very, very simple. Tool description, I'm going to set manually. And the resource type is going to be message. Operation is going to be send. And once you have connected your Slack, it's going to show you a list of channels from your Slack message. I'm going to leave message type as simple. Message text, I'm just going to click on the AI icon here. It's going to be automatically defined by the AI model. We'll go back to Canvas. And now our setup is fully connected. And let's see, all of our tools, the workflow tool and the Slack message tool, should now automatically show up in Cursor. Let's go ahead and check Cursor. Now we see Slack and quotes generator automatically on top of Crypto. All of this happens without me doing any sort of configuration or specifying any of these new tools. This is the beauty of MCP servers. Now let's test this out. We'll click on the AI panel and I'm going to ask it, great. And now it's calling our quotes generator. I'm going to say run tool. And it is also trying to call Slack. I'm going to give it permissions, and it's trying to generate another quote. And it's sending this one to Slack as well. Let's check Slack. And in fact, before we check Slack, it says that I've generated 2 quotes, and it shows the 2 quotes. This is awesome. Now let's go check Slack. Beautiful. We're now in Slack, and look at this. Automated this with n8n workflow, and these are our 2 motivational quotes with emojis. How cool is this? I love it. This is so exciting. I love it. All right, so that's it. I hope you see how simple it is to set up a MCP server within n8n. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you got value out of it, please like and subscribe. Thank you.